Hey, Howard, it's a happy brass day today.
Happy Friday, Good Friday, Happy Easter. It's Brass Friday. We
Yes.
missed last Friday because I think you were sick.
Yes, I was sick.
So we'll make it up this week.
Yes. And we sold out almost everything from the last episode we had. If you guys go into my playlist on the channel and hit Let's Talk Items for Sale, you will see last week's episode. Everything sold except for the Canadian National Diesel and a Great Northern steam engine, which happens to be this one here. We still have.
Which is beautiful.
It's a beautiful piece.
We can show it again.
Yeah, let's show folks this. It, I believe, was $4.95 when we had it out, and it was it's beautifully painted. So let's.
Well, the paint job is worth $300.
Yeah, it was just absolutely beautiful. So let me pause it and let's show it to you. And does the headlight work?
I don't think so.
All right. Pretty engine. Let's see what else we've got.
Forward.
All right, no, that's good. All right, Howard, let's talk about this. This is an Alco and
Alco Penzi or PRR Pennsylvania Railroad N2SA.
And the N2SA is a 210-2, and this one is custom weathered nicely.
Oh yeah.
But you didn't do it.
No, I did not.
But it's very pretty and it runs very well. And it is an Alco model, or imported by Alco, I should say. Tell us, well, before we do that, let's run it a little bit, show folks, and we're talking about Alco models. Very quiet. Yeah, that's good. Nice weathering job. All right, let's pause it.
Okay.
All right, Howard, tell us about Alco models.
Well, Alco came around in the 70s. I think the owner's name was Charlie Santora, and he started with Cobra. Cobra is known for the worst HO model ever produced. And I hate to say that because I love this stuff. Now, it's so bad that it's actually rare now. People like it for its intrinsic value.
Okay.
Because it's a piece of junk and it's known as a piece of junk.
What was it?
It was a Penzi 442 Class E5.
Uh-huh.
And then it came out, the next model was a New York Central K3Q, which was just as bad.
Okay.
But still, they're still popular. Now, they look good. That was not a problem. The problem was in the mechanics. The materials were bad. The detailing was bad. The construction overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate it about a 5.
Okay, but they got better.
They got much better. After that project, they went to a series of 210-2s, which was the Penzi and 2SA.
Right.
And they did a Erie, was it S1?
I don't know.
What the hell is it? The Erie 210-2 was beautiful. And there was one other 210-2 they did that was quite good.
Right, and these are nice too.
Oh yeah, they run beautifully. They came a long way. They must have hired some people who knew what they were doing.
And this one has a can motor.
It has a cam motor that runs beautifully. Now,
Right.
all the Erie 210-2s, I have 7 downstairs that are converted to DCC.
Okay.
But they are magnificent. Everyone runs perfectly.
And they're Alco.
They're Alco
Oh, wow.
210-2s. So.
Now, this one is $350. We do not have the original box for this particular one.
Well, we will sell a box. It's an expensive box, but it's a brass trains box.
Right,
We can put it in that for you. That's an extra $30,
right,
which is less than our cost.
right. So if you want it in an aftermarket box, we can do that for you for an additional $30, or we'll pack it nicely to get it to
Oh,
you.
it's packed
It just
perfectly.
we just don't have the box for this. So this one is $350. We're pack it nicely for you, but it does not have a box. And if you want a nice brass trains box, that'll add another $30 to it. And then we have another one. Again, it's an Alco. It's the same locomotive. It's just not weathered as much as this. Let's show it to you. All right, this is another Alco
Same thing in 2SA.
N2SA. It's a little less expensive. This one's $325, right?
That's correct.
And it has
has the box.
has the box. The paint job isn't as nice as the other one, but it has some natural patina to it. And it's $325. And go ahead and run it, Howard. Nice. Kind of Nice coal load. Okay, go ahead and bring it back. There she goes. Yeah. And again, this one's not quite as nicely painted. It's got a little natural patina to it there, Howard.
It's a good paint job, just the other one's actually.
It's just this one's old
Okay,
old and real patina. All right. All right, this one is a Penzi J1. And Howard, this is a West Side model.
That's correct.
And it's made by Katsumi
Katsumi,
of Japan.
that's correct.
And we have the original box for this.
This is early 70s.
This one's an early 70s version.
Well, 70s, 80s, I'm not sure.
Okay.
You got to remember, I sold this, I got out of brass 17 years ago. So it's been a while.
And this one's going to need some wider radius curves because it does not have blind drivers,
Are you
correct?
sure?
Well, let's
Take a look at the middle. You can see it.
Let's double check. Let me go ahead and pause
I'll
it.
break it down here.
And we just looked. This one does not have any blind drivers, so it's going to need a wide radius.
Plus, it looks a lot better. There's a large engine. To put this on a 24 or 26, or even a 28, I call it Lionel again because it looks like one of those Lionel things with the 027.
It'd be nice to have, like I said, because it doesn't have blind drivers. What we're talking about is on some of those engines, the drivers in the center would be blind, and this does not have that, so you would want a wide radius. And this one is $595.
That's correct.
Alrighty.
Now, though, this is a beautifully constructed locomotive.
Very nice. And here's the original box for the J1. Now the foam inserts are gone, but the box itself is the original box, and it's nice. It's just the original foam inserts are gone in it. All right, folks, this is a real piece of eye candy. It is a Richmond, Frederick and Potomac, and it is a 484, and Howard's going to talk about it in just a minute, but before he does, I just want to pan through it and show it to you. This thing is gorgeous. This is a beautiful locomotive. And it's Fuji, Japan. It's a Japanese engine. And let's get Howard to talk about it. All right, Howard, tell us about this Fuji
Well,
engine.
it's one of the earlier PFM crowns. Fuji is a top-notch builder, was a top-notch builder, and the stuff they did was extraordinary. This model, during the height of brass, which would have been around 1997, was bringing me $1,200 and $1,500. That's unpainted. These things came in unpainted.
Okay.
This was beautifully custom painted. Whoever did this job, it looks like a job that was done by Bitter Creek Shops, and the fellow's name was Andy Chisholm, I would guess, because he did that kind of quality work. I could do that also, but that's a long time ago. So
Okay.
I'm not custom painting anymore. So the work is just absolutely exquisite. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10 plus.
And it runs beautifully.
Runs beautifully. This is the governor class. Now, the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac had two classes, maybe three, I'm not sure. They had the governor class, then they had the statesman, which Overland did. That was a little lighter to get over the bridges or get into Washington, D.C. The original governor class was just a little too heavy.
Wow.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
I'm still deep.
That's okay.
Get her damn thing.
Well, Howard, let's run it. Let's
run it. It's a beautiful running model. Hang on.
There we go. That's pretty.
Again, notice how quiet it is.
And there's the box on our friend Richmond, Frederick, and Potomac. And $11.95. Howard, you found this interesting specimen here. Tell us about this thing.
Well, this is it's a custom paint job, obviously a private road. Otsego Northern, obviously lives up in the Northland. But this was PFM's first venture into Yamaha. They had an ad campaign. Guess what this new model is going to be? So this came out in the summer of 1975, and it was their first venture. Now, a couple of things interesting in this model. First of all, it's beautifully built. It runs well, but it's a little bit sporadic right now, so we're not going to test run this. It runs, and it's just all you have to do is just put it on blocks and let it run for a while. And be fine.
Right, it's sporadic runner right now.
Now, one thing over here, nobody knows what this is except me. See that little thing there?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that is?
I have no idea.
Well, at night, a fireman has to see the steam. So this over here is a light that focuses up and shows the steam.
Oh, wow.
Just about every locomotive had that, but very few people put this on because nobody knows what it is.
Wow.
So it is a light, and that's why this is, surprisingly, it was part of this model. Now, the model is absolutely beautiful. It was a custom paint job. It's pretty well done. Has a full cab interior.
Here, let's, wow, look at that. Yeah, look at that.
I might question the curtains, but it's all right.
And
the tender, this is an all burner. It has a
speaker
holes
hole
for sound.
Yeah. Go ahead and let's put it on the track. Let's pause it and I'll take some shots.
It's sporadic, John.
Right.
I mean,
we're not going to run it. I just want to show an overview of what it looks like. Well, there it is, folks. This is $250. It's a bargain piece, and you need to tweak it a little bit to get it run it in, but it's pretty for $250. For God's sake, it's a good looking little piece.
It probably hasn't been run in 40 years, but it will run.
Yeah,
you just got to put it on put it on a stand, and let it run,
and let it go.
Don't break it.
Yeah, she's pretty. All right, got it. All right, up next we have some different versions of the Pennsy K4. This thing came in multiple different versions. Howard knows quite a bit about these. I do not. This is one version of the way the K4s came. And this is another version over here. You can see the differences in the way the locomotive looks. And there's actually 4 different versions, I believe, of the locomotive. Howard's got one he's putting on the track now. We'll show you. There's the front of it. Really interesting looking piece there. Really cool. Beautiful locomotive. It's interesting to see all the different versions of this particular locomotive. I had no idea there were so many versions. All right, Howard, tell us about these different K4 versions.
Well, in 1985, Custom Brass contacted Di Young, who built these. They had 4 very unusual versions of the K4. We have 3 of them here. One was with the Skyline Drive.
Okay.
Number 2 was with the Skyline Drive and the elephant ears. Number 3 would have been with the box up front, which is a front-end throttle type arrangement. And the last one, which we don't have, was a Scullin. Sort of like a Scullin driver, actually, almost like a box.
All right. That's the one we don't have, the Scullin.
We don't have that one, yeah. Now, these were beautifully built. They did about, I think the run was 100 of each, which is not very large. I don't see them that often, so I can't really comment on the rarity scale because I'm not that much in Nebraska right now. But the quality is excellent. The intrinsic value would be a little higher. I would put these intrinsically at about 700 apiece, but we'll go with 575.
Okay. So
they run absolutely beautifully.
Right.
And these are brand new.
Right.
We can't say mint in the box, but all we can say is excellent, but they have not been run.
Right. It'd be a good idea to buy all 3 of them.
It's sure, if you're a Pennsy collector, yeah, sure. They're beautiful.
And then look for the 4th.
You're not going to see them that often.
No, and then look for the 4th.
We'll look for the 4th. We'll try to find the 4th for you.
Yeah. Well, Howard, look, have a wonderful holiday. And
you want to run one of these things?
If you're up to it, yeah. Let's clear some space. We're getting a little crowded here.
Yeah, put that over there. And
all right.
We'll put this on the track.
All right, let's run it, Mr. Elephant Ears. That's cool, man. Really cool. The last version did not have elephant ears, correct? It had scullion-like drivers, you said?
It's sort of like a boxer. It's a solid driver.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful locomotive. Wow. Well, Howard, thanks for running these and taking these out today.
Well, we've just joint effort out.
And it was
We have still have I guess 600 models that we'll offer for sale eventually. So just stay tuned every Friday. As long as we're not ill, we'll be brass day.
Yes, we're trying. And yeah, we got our little collection here, and I don't have flowers in the background or anything. We keep it real, don't we, Howard?
Oh yeah. Also, if you're looking for something, there's a good chance I might have it.
Yep. Let us know. Howard, thanks so much.
Thank you.